Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump into this awesome Bitcoin price action today, as we did make a new all-time high last night, now sitting at $76,000. But as we have now gotten up to these levels, this is where I said I would start to flip more bearish potentially. Now I'm going to be very patient on my sentiment. I'm not going to predict anything, just going to react as time does play out, and I don't think we have to rush anything in this zone. But just so we can visualize this, the majority of liquidity has been grabbed. All those stops have been hunted. So if Bitcoin is to continue up here, it's going to have to be from buyers stepping in. There has to be strong buying pressure, which is definitely possible. I'm actually seeing that as a very likely outcome, is that Bitcoin goes ahead and starts ripping into $90,000, $100,000 plus as people start pricing in the bullish laws, regulations, and standards that Trump is potentially going to put into place, such as maybe backing some of the US dollar in Bitcoin. He's very open to the idea of a decentralized future, so I think there's the big possibility of us actually getting up there closer to a market cap of something like gold, which, if that actually becomes a reality, 76K is very cheap for Bitcoin right now. So I just want to throw that out there. I also want to throw out, if you guys are new to the channel and new to crypto, or are just jumping back into the space from maybe you were investing in 2021 but you came back because you saw we broke into all-time highs, let me know in the comments down below if you are just now jumping back into Bitcoin, crypto, etc. Don't shy away from that. Let me know down below, did you just jump back into the space because we broke all-time highs? But with that out of the way, let's just jump into this price action. Talk about if I see Bitcoin having a pullback here, what is the chart telling me? We obviously got a very nice candle on the daily here, one of the largest daily candles Bitcoin has ever had, up around 10%. So what are the probabilities this is going to retrace? Well, let's go ahead, look at our RSI here. You can see we got a bit of a exaggerated bear div potentially in here, nothing too crazy or surprising. To be honest, this is kind of what you would expect on any run with momentum here, so I wouldn't take that as a big indication of bearishness. Not really too much to say on the RSI on the daily time frame, but what does our shorter term time frame stuff say? And you can see the 4-hour had a bear div as well, but this is actually starting to get broken. You can see the momentum on Bitcoin is pushing through this. It's not really respecting that right now. Bitcoin's not showing a lot of weakness. We go in here to the hourly time frame, you can see we got another bear div. But historically, when Bitcoin starts to go parabolic, it likes to just keep making bear divs and disrespect the bear divs. I'm sure there's a lot of shorts in the market right now. If shorts continue to add on to their positions, Bitcoin is likely to just squeeze them. But just FYI, we do have that hourly bear div there. But we did already pull back in, back test the all-time highs, granted on a shorter term time frame, so I would not be surprised to test that again on the daily. Maybe we sweep this low and then get back above, make a nice wick to the downside tomorrow to go ahead and back test that on a bit of a higher time frame. Also might actually come all the way down to these highs. This is a big level, right? Our last point of volume at around $71,000. Let me go ahead and pull up some of these levels in here. You can see this volume cluster there. Would make sense to actually come all the way back down, back test that before continuing on up, just to take out some of these late longers that are breakout trading. As far as tops coming in, I would say, like I said, let's be patient, because right now Bitcoin is a flying knife in honey badger mode. You don't want to go ahead and start selling into a flying knife. That usually doesn't work out very well, and it's best to wait for clear signs of distribution. I would not be surprised to see Bitcoin just kind of march up on here to 6 figures, and I will let it do so as long as it's not showing any warning signs, which I am not necessarily seeing in the markets right now. Yes, we're continuing to see meme coins rally, but nothing has gone absolutely ballistic yet. They are starting to, and that's why I think the top's coming in sooner rather than later. But I think we still got to be patient. I think Bitcoin really has the chance to run here, capitulate all of those bears back into the market before a final top would come in. I'm thinking on a timeline basis, very end of this year or very beginning of 2025. We have ETH Denver at the end of January. I wouldn't be surprised to see the top coming in around that conference, as it kind of did at the beginning of 2024. So that's also something I'm going to be keeping in the back of my head. It makes a little bit of sense to me, right? But yeah, now that Bitcoin has broken into price discovery, we don't have any levels at the upside, right? It's complete price discovery. There's nothing to go off of. So the best thing we can do is actually look at our order flow. So let's go ahead and jump over to Trading Light to actually check this out. And this is another reason I am just very bullish right now. So we can see as prices made higher highs, higher lows, Open interest has gone up. CVD has gone down. So what does this mean? Well, it means positions are opening, right? The open interest is going up, but the cumulative volume delta is going down, showing that shorts are what is being opened. And the fact that price is moving up is showing that shorts are being disrespected, and we are likely to continue up until we have squeezed the shorts out of the market. Now, there is a bit of a caveat to this because we do see a bit of an open interest spike at the beginning that launches us up here, and this was a lot of longs flowing into the market. So we got a lot of longs open from this zone here, and that's why I would not be surprised to actually squeeze them before continuing on up. But at the same time, we got a lot of shorts opened while price is disrespecting them. So it'll be based mainly on price action right now. As long as we hold trend, I would expect trend to continue. If we do lose trend at all, if we make a lower low here, then I would expect to go all the way down to hunt these lows. If we do not lose the low, if we continue up here, then absolutely, right? Trend's going to continue. Trend is your friend to the end of the trend. But just be wary, because I do think the direction we break up or down right now will go pretty quick as we do start squeezing positions to the downside or upside. Something else to note, we have a bunch of inefficiencies in the chart here. On a charting basis, it would make sense to actually come all the way back down, test the VWAP, test some of these inefficiencies at around $72,000. Again, just a nice back test of this all-time high range before potentially a continuation up on higher. But who knows? Bitcoin is in honey badger mode. It's going to do what it wants, and we just got to be patient and let it play out. I am definitely not rushing any trades in spot or leverage at the moment, but we definitely do need to start watching the chart closely as we have taken out this liquidity we have been talking about for months and months and months now. But with that being said, if you have any questions about anything I talked about or just want to join the community for this channel, link to my Discord is in the description down below. Also got a bunch of exchange partners down there, so feel free to go ahead and use my referral links to sign up if you want some nice bonuses and rewards. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.